Let's go ahead and get started. My name's Kasaun. It's a made-up black name. Welcome. I am so happy that we're out here having a good time. I really am. I was not sure how this was going to go. I wasn't sure this was going to be a good time because I saw so many guys here. I should say this up top. I hate men. I just don't, I think it's time to admit that we make everything worse, is what I'm saying. It's okay. Because listen, just when you think guys can't get any worse, it's Michael Jackson. And then guys can't get any worse, and it's Harvey Weinstein. And then guys can't get any worse, and it's R. Kelly. And then guys can't get any worse, and it's Drake. And then guys can't get any worse, and it's Puff Daddy. And then guys can't get any worse, and it's Drake again. And Drake again, and then Drake again. You know? Every month it's always Drake. It's gotten to the point where I don't even vouch. I can't vouch for straight men. I can't. I don't take pictures with straight men. I can't, in good conscience, take a picture with a straight man because when you end up on the news, when they show the picture of him on the boat in the news, I don't want to be the guy next to him on the boat yeah, I condone this. Nah, man. I'm going to be over here in the corner with the women where it's safe. Nah, man, I can't vouch for no straight men. In fact, in 2024, it feels like anytime you pay any straight man a compliment of any kind, you're putting your own personal reputation on the line. In fact, nowadays, anytime I have to say anything remotely nice about a straight man, I will add a qualifying statement to the end of it, just in case I make the documentary, I'll be like, he is a good man, from everything I've seen. I don't know him like that. I just work with him. Good luck, He would never mistreat a woman. Around me, I wouldn't let it happen. Not on my watch. Man, I don't want to get too deep into politics tonight, but I got to be honest. It is just, all right, first of all, I don't want to talk about who I'm voting for. But if you're scanning me from up to down and you have an educated guess, probably. The thing about the election, I don't like the fact that we have to act like we don't know what's going on. It's okay to admit how divisive the country is. It's okay to admit that we're a bubble that's about to burst. It's okay. We all know what's at stake. We all know that in November, if Kamala Harris does not defeat Donald Trump, this is probably the last time that black and white people are allowed to sit in the same room for a while. This is probably our last desegregated comedy show for a minute. You know what I learned with Kamala Harris running for president? Overt racism is my favorite. Just good old clear 60s, overt racism is my favorite. I don't like this new passive aggressive racism where I gotta figure it out and decode the dog whistling. I don't like that. I like to know where I stand at all times. Good morning, sir. I hate niggas. Have a nice day. We can both enjoy our day. You go that way, I go this way. We're good. I like to know exactly where. I don't want to think too much. I don't want to be thinking 3 steps ahead. I don't want to play chess with my racism. I want good old Connect 4. I want Uno racism, I just want to play the game, Skip you, draw 4, reverse, back to Africa. That's the kind of racism I like. I don't like this passive aggressive racism. I'll give you an example. My wife and I were trying to, I'm married. Sorry, I was one of those people he was talking about. My wife and I were trying to decide what to fall asleep to one night. And every couple has like a comfort show. This is not the show you binge when you're awake. This is the show you want to fall asleep to. The one that you just watch. You know all the words. You know the episodes by heart. You know this is your Friends, The Office, Frasier, Martin. Like those shows. We're trying to find our comfort show so we can fall asleep. And my wife decides like, hey, I'm not that tired. I actually want to watch a movie. So she turns the movie on and she decides on a movie entitled Exodus, Gods, and Kings. Okay, some of you know this movie. For those who don't worry about it. It came out a while ago. All you need to know about this movie is that it is a movie that takes place in Egypt. But the star of the movie is Christian Bale. Hello? It's a movie about Egypt, still in Africa. And the person they called to be the main African in the movie was Batman. Like, that doesn't bother anybody else. I was so pissed. I was so mad. We stayed up and watched the whole movie from beginning to end. I wanted to make it to the credits so I could see who the director was. I wanted to see the makeup artist, who did the casting. I was furious. Why y'all keep being that passive aggressive towards us? First of all, black movies, we don't get that many home games. Like when black movies get to be in like a couple places. We get to be in Compton, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, that's it. We don't get to be in Africa that often. And every time it's in Africa, y'all always miscast it. Every time. Every time they mess the casting up every single time. They're always like, coming this fall, the new blockbuster. Nigga starring Timothy Chalamet. You like what? Building is falling apart. Kwanzaa starring Reese Witherspoon. You're like, okay, this is not strange to anybody. I'm gonna watch it, but okay. I was so mad that night, I decided I had had enough. I'm gonna do something about it. You're gonna be passive aggressive to me, I'm gonna be passive aggressive right back. Game, recognize, game. That's why I'm happy to announce with you good people tonight, that starting in 2025, I will be writing and producing equally offensive and racially inaccurate Caucasian movies. I'm gonna be telling white people's most famous stories with an all-black cast. So y'all can finally see how it feels. The first movie's already done, I hope you enjoy it. The first one's called The Story of JFK, starring Kevin Hart. And directed by Tyler Perry. We took some creative license. As soon as they shoot at JFK, Madea is shooting back. Nah, man, women make everything better, bro. They really do. You know I am the man I am today because two women humbled me on stage. I was on stage when this happened too. It's a true story before I leave. I was in Columbus, Ohio, and okay. Yeah. America's the only place where we're like, yeah, a place I'm not at. Like, there's no other place in the world where we do that, you know? 2,000 miles away, absolutely, woo! I was in Columbus, Ohio, and the host goes on stage. He's like, you ready for your headliner? Make some noise. And this crowd goes crazy. It's like 200 people. They're ready to lose their minds. And they're like, you seen them on Apple TV and NBC and ABC. Give it up for your headliner, Kasaun Wilson. And the crowd goes nuts. The energy goes from 10 to 1,000. And I walk on stage, and I can see in these people's faces, they are ready for any single joke I can tell. I can say my ABCs, and these people are ready to laugh. All I have to tell is one structured joke, and these people are ready to go to the moon. But instead of doing structured material, the evil part of my brain was like, this is the time to do crowd work. And I walked on stage and I did something I would never do. I got out of character. I walked on stage and I grabbed that mic and I said, all right, hey, everybody, calm down, calm down, calm down. Before I get started, ladies, I just want y'all to know I am married. So after the show, don't even think about it. And a woman in the crowd said, don't worry, you good. I said, she broke my heart. She broke my little heart. But I'm a comedian. You can't let the audience win. You got to jump straight into action. You can't let them see you sweat. So I found that lady in the crowd and said, hey, ma'am, hey, I don't know if you know this, but women are not a monolith. You don't speak for all these beautiful queens in here. And a black woman in the back said, she does tonight, nigga! I said, I'm getting jumped! Hey, I gotta run, man. My name's Kasaun. Have a good one.
You're watching Jam Comedy, and we couldn't keep it heady without your support. So make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe, and hit the bell to change your preferences to notify all. Join us for a show via the link in the description, and thanks for supporting live comedy.